morning students, in this video session I am going to teach about one of the important concept, the basics of C program, that is storage classes. What is storage classes means? It is used to find two important purposes. Storage classes are used to determine where the variables are declared, that is visibility, where we can use the variables. Okay, that is scope or visibility. The second important purpose is validity, how long the particular variable is present in the memory, how long we can able to use the particular variable for storage purpose. This is the main two important things. First one is scope and the second one is validity or lifetime of the variables. Okay, so your scope of variables is used to determine, storage classes is used to determine the scope and the validity. The second purpose of storage class is where we want to store the variables. In default, where the variables will be stored, whether your program utilizes your primary memory or secondary memory. Always your program use primary memory, that is your RAM. For your file concept only, we are using a secondary storage hard disk. Okay, so normally we are using RAM only, but there is one concept, register. If you are using this register keyword means for frequent access, fastly accessed by the CPU, we can store the variables inside the register also. What is register? If you see the memory hierarchy means inside the CPU, first register will be there, then cache will be there, then RAM, then only your hard disk drive. This is the memory hierarchy of the memory hierarchy. Okay, the high speed memory space is register, but the space is very less. The second high speed memory is cache memory. The third high speed memory is RAM. After that only hard disk. This RAM, register and cache is present inside the processor CPU itself. So if I store the variables inside the register means the processor will access very fast by using that variables. That's the reason we can able to store the variables in register also. Okay, for the frequent access. Okay, so the second one determines where the variables want to store. The third one is the scope only, whether the variables are used for local or global. What is local and what is global? Local is nothing but inside the curly brace. If you declare any variable inside the curly brace means this is local. The visibility, the scope and lifetime will be in between the open brace and the closed brace. A is valid only inside this open closed brace. If we can able to use this A, only I can print A equal to 10 means I can print here printf %d comma A. I can print it here, it's correct. I can't print it here, print %d comma A means it was wrong, because the scope will be, the validity will be ended here itself. This is the scope where I can use this variable, how long it will be stored in the memory. Once the A cross this scope, it have no validity, it won't store in the memory, it will be deleted from the memory. That is scope and lifetime. So if you declare the variable inside the curly brace means we say it is a local. Okay, what is local variable? Local variable is nothing but, one minute, local variable is nothing but if you declare inside the curly brace, for example void main, this is local. Then what is global? What is global? If I declared here int a equal to 20. If I declare here above the main, we say it is global. Global variables are declared above the void main. So the scope and lifetime exists throughout the program. The scope and the validity exists throughout the program from the starting to end of the program. All of you understood what is global and local. Local means only inside the function or only inside the block. If you declare a variable means that is local. Global means above the void main. What's the use? It can be accessed anywhere in your program. The lifetime exists throughout the program. The scope and lifetime exists till the program ends. That is global variable. Okay. Then for these global variables and all, automatically the values will be initialized. If I didn't give the a value is 20 means the default value is 0. The default value is 0. It is also determined by the scope. For global variable and static variable, automatically it is initialized as 0. So these are the 4 important purposes of the storage classes. Now we can see one by one. There are 4 storage classes in your C program. The first one is auto. Then second one is extern. Third one is static. Fourth one is register. These are the 4 storage classes present in your C program. How you use these storage classes means how to use this general syntax. See, storage class, data type, then variable name. That means first auto, then data type is int, then variable. Extern int a, static int a, like that. First we have to write the storage class, then which data type you can want to use, you can use float, char, anything. Then your variable name. This is the way you have to declare the storage classes. Now we can see one by one. Okay. So at first we can see about auto. What is auto? Auto means it is used for local variable. Okay, auto is a storage class. Auto is a storage class mainly used for the local variable declaration. Default storage class for variable declared inside a block. If you declare a variable inside the block means what? It's local variable. So auto is the default storage class for local variable declaration. So while declaring, you can use auto int. It is a default thing. All the local variable storage class is auto. If you declare like this, it is same as index. All of you got it? Okay. So we can see one example with the auto. Okay. So first void main int a. Otherwise how can we write? Or you can write auto int a. Both are same. Okay, both are same. So here, okay, we can write auto int a. Both are same. Okay, auto int a equal to 10. Printf a equal to, I am going to print. Okay, first I declared int is a data type, a is a variable, 10 is the value. Now I am going to print this a. So a is integer. So a equal to %d comma a. Okay. I am creating another one curly brace. Here int a equal to 20. Again I am printing this a. Okay. Print, I am going to print this a. So printf a equal to %d comma a. All of you understood? First I declared a variable and printing. Again I am declaring a variable and printing. Again I am going to write one printf statement. Printf a equal to %d comma a. Now say the output for this. Okay, auto int and int is same, so don't get confused about that. For this A, the scope, where the scope starts, your scope starts from here to here. The scope and validity exits. For this A, your scope is from here to here. Okay, for this A your scope from this curly brace to this curly brace. For this A, the curly brace started here and ended here, so the scope and validity ended here. Now say the output for this. At first you will get the output A equal to 10. Why? Here A value is 10, so it's printing. Again you are declaring A equal to 20. It's reinitialized. Okay, now if I printed this A means whether you will get 10 or 20. The question is, both 2 times I declared A. At first A value is 10. Now A value is 20. Here I am printing the A. Whether you will get the output 10 or 20. You will get 20. The reason is always local variable has highest priority. Local has highest priority. So in this curly brace A is 20, that has the highest priority. So here you will get the answer A equal to 20. Got it? Again I am printing the same A equal to percentage DA. Now you will get 20 or 10. You will get 20 or 10. You will get 10. What's the reason you are getting 10 means, see here, for this 10, 20, the scope started here and ended here itself. The scope and the validity ended here inside the curly brace. But for this A, the scope from here to here. So we can't able to access this 20 outside this curly brace. I can't able to access because its scope is inside. That's the reason. Again you are getting the A value as 10. All of you got it? Clear? Got it? This is auto variable. Okay. The next we can see about extern. What is extern? Extern means it denotes that somewhere else the particular variable was already declared. Once again I will explain. Listen. Extern. Extern is a keyword used to denote somewhere else the particular variable was declared. That means already in somewhere the particular variable, the memory was allocated. So no need to allocate it again. That's the meaning of extern. Extern denotes a global variable. Extern denotes the global variable. Extern means, what's the meaning of extern? Somewhere else. Already it was declared. See this example. In this program I declared int A equal to 4. Okay, one program. For example, the program is v.c. Program name is v.c. Now again I am going to write another one program. Void main. This is one program. Okay. Hash include stdio dot h hash include v dot c. The meaning is, first one you are including all the predefined function in your program. The second one is you are including this program. You are including v.c program. You are linking your program with this program. That's what I am including this. If you want to include like that means you have to put double quotes, not this greater than less than. You have to use double quotes. Okay. And then normal void main. Okay, curly brace extern int A. Okay, then A equal to A into 3, print f percentage d comma a equal to percentage d comma a. Now listen, first I am using one program, I am writing one program, void main. Here I declared a is 4. So in the memory a was allocated, in the memory 2 bytes was allocated for this a and the value is 4. This program I included here, include v.c. So this program is included with this program. Now void main, I am telling extern int a. What's the meaning of this? Extern denotes that already somewhere the a was declared. So here memory should not be allocated. Already the memory was allocated there. So don't you allocate the memory here. That's the meaning. Now a equal to, what's the value of a? 4 into 3. So you will get the output a equal to 12. All of you understood what is extern? Instead of this you can write like this also. Globally you can declare int a equal to 4. Int a equal to 4. Then you can use extern. That means already a was memory was allocated. So no need to allocate the memory again. All of you understood? Clear? You can use it global or you can use somewhere in your program also. Both are accepted. Extern means global. Suppose if you are not declared any value, just you are putting 0, means the default value is 0. 0 is default value for extern. All of you understood? Got it? Okay. Now we can see the third storage class, that is static. What is static? Anyone know what is static? Static means it will preserve the values even after the scope. Okay. Static, what's the difference between static and extern means? Static can be declared both global. See, static variable can declare both global or local. Both the places we can able to declare. The only important thing for static is it have the lifetime validity over the entire program. Like your global, it also has the lifetime validity over the entire program. It also initial the default value is 0. For there also the default value is 0. But one important thing is here, whenever you are declaring, you have to initialize. What is initialization? Int a. This is declaration. Int a equal to 10. This is initialization. This is declaration. This is initialization. Assigning the value to the variables. So while declaring itself, you have to initialize. Reinitialization is not allowed. All of you got it? Reinitialization should not be allowed. The important property is preserve the values after the scope ends. Okay. So we can see one program for this. Okay. So here by using function concept I am going to explain. So listen carefully. First I will write the program. First hash include stdio.h. Okay. Then I am going to use one function void display, user defined function void display of. This is line is nothing but function declaration. I am going to use one function. Okay, always function declaration should be in global above the void main. The data type, the return type is void and the function name is display. Any word comes along with open close bracket, it's function. It's a user defined function. All the declaration parts ends with semicolon. Okay. Then void main okay. Then printf first call display of. Then printf second call. Okay, again I am calling the function display of. So this is function call, this is function declaration, and now I am going to write the function definition. Okay, void display, okay, curly brace, static int x plus plus printf x equal to %d comma x. This is the program. Okay, now I will explain the program. First I include the header files, then void display. Void is the return type. This is the function. I am going to create a user defined function. So here the function name is display. If you want to use the user defined function, means three important things are there. First one is function declaration, second one is function call, third one is function definition. Three important things, three elements. Without these three we can't be able to create a function. Before starting the program I want to tell what's the function name and what it belongs to return type. Then the function call is present always in the main program like your Python. Once this function call is initiated, it will come to the function definition. This is the logic. Okay, now I will explain. First I included the header files, then I create the function declaration. Here is the starting position of your program. Void main is the starting position of your program. Okay, now print the first call. In the output it will display first call. Next line, what is this? Function call. Function call will call the function where it was defined. This is the function definition, right? Defined. So it will call the function definition. Here static int x. What's the x value? In default the x value is 0. Default the x value is 0. Next line x plus plus. So what will happen? X values, or we can put, if you have a prefix confusion, you can put plus plus x. Now what's the x value? X value is 1. So I am printing, it will display x equal to 1. Okay, again it will return back here. Print of second call. It will show second call. Now again display, it will call the definition. Now what's the x value? Whether the x value is 1 or 0. If you are not using the static, means your x value is 0. But static, because your scope ended here. See, for this x your scope ended here. Again you are going back and coming here. Even though if the scope is over, it preserves the values. That's the important, that's the difference in static. Preserving the values even after the scope. The x scope ended here. Again it will go back and coming here. But now the x value is not 0. X value is now 1. So plus plus x is 2. So now the x value is 2. Got it? If you are not using the static, means again the x value is 0. Here it is 0. Here it is 1. Okay. Now it is 1 and 2. All of you got the difference? Static will preserve the values even after it go out of the scope. Okay, so again now your first x value is equal to 1, second x value equal to 2. Okay, all of you understood? The last storage class is register. What is register? I already told, register is a memory location which is present inside the CPU. Okay, that is processor. Register is present inside the processor in the memory hierarchy. If you see the memory hierarchy, Register has high speed but less memory. For the frequent access, fast access of the variable, we can use register. If you use the register means where the variable will be stored. Variable should not stored in the RAM. Instead of RAM, it is stored in the register. But in the register should not have any memory divisions. So I can't able to store large values or bigger values. It has a small amount of memory. So I can't able to use the ampersand symbol for denoting address and scanf. Okay. For smaller values I can use register. If you use multiple values to store inside the register means in default it was changed as a local variable. If there is a space, the data will be stored. If there is a no space, data won't stored in the register. The only purpose is for frequent access. So like your normal program, you have to write the same thing, void main. Instead of while declaring, you have to specify register int a equal to 10. Then you can print it. Print %d a equal to %d comma 10. %d comma a. Nothing difference in this. Only difference is instead of storing inside a RAM, you are storing inside a register. If you give many values means it will default store in the RAM itself. Okay. So what are the storage classes I explained? Auto, default variable for local, extern, global, extern is for global, static is also a global but preserve the values out of the scope, then register for fast access of the variable. I hope you understand this storage class concept, students. Thank you.